What's going on, people of YouTube? You know who this is, the page again. So, I have been wanting to do this video for quite some time. So, here it is. Sorry about that. This tablet is something else. X-Men Origins Wolverine. All pros and not cons of this movie. This movie came out May 1st, 2009. And 20th Century Fox production. Special thanks to an actor who played Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and the guy from Black Eyed Peas. I don't know who that guy is. Burt Reynolds was Deadpool, or the start of Deadpool. If you've seen the movie, this will contain spoiler alerts on some of it, so be warned. And thank you for watching the videos. For those who have watched the videos, as of now I have seen that it's altogether 160 61 or yeah, views altogether. And like I said in the previous video, I will have a list of other ones I will be doing, but I've been wanting to do this for now. So, let's dive right into it. So, this takes place in the time when Wolverine was, first introduced, who he is, what he is, and it goes through his entire origin story. So pretty much this guy is kind of like a vampire, because of his healing ability, without the veins. He's really almost like Methuselah, almost, with the ability to heal. He just lives through different decades, and there's been multiple stories and adaptations of the same story, but for one particular reason, I can never figure out why, they made Sabretooth and him brothers. And if you are a big comic book fan, you would know that Sabretooth and Wolverine aren't actually brothers, or not even related at all. They are enemies. But they can do whatever they want. But I just thought that was a little strange, because I'm a big fan, and like I said in my previous videos, sometimes I'm a purist. Just leave it alone, and just let people enjoy the movie. But they do a good job of, the grafting of the adamantium on his body. Come to find out, ready for this, that metal actually exists, or it's coming into existence. It's based off titanium, or the next level in titanium. They have discovered it, yes. Fun little fact there. So basically, titanium is in this guy's body. His entire body has been grafted to this metal, so he's kind of like RoboCop, but internally. But on the outside, he's... Let's think of another character. Not a vampire, but... hang on. He's just some guy that can't die. Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray. He's Dorian Gray with claws, with RoboCop's skeleton. With a good analogy of that one. That's the best way I can describe Wolverine, with what does he look like here? Kind of like a rock and roll biker look. Yeah, that's the best way I could describe it. Yeah, but I thought it was very strange that Sabretooth and him were brothers, and that, well, I thought it was cool at first, but the more you see the movie, the more you just, want to, see it the way it is, to be left alone. Now, I know that there's going to be people out there that are like, what difference does it make? And I'm saying it now, it doesn't. But what I'm saying is, if sometimes I just can Sabretooth and Wolverine be enemies, and he gets the medal, and he kills Stryker, but in this, Stryker didn't even die, because you think it's going to be one of those where Wolverine goes and cuts his head off, and it's like he picks it up and then kicks it across the floor, kind of story. But he lets the guy live to for good reason, to show like what happened to him. But if you've seen X-Men Days of Futures Past, which I will be covering later, wink wink, ready for that one, I promise. He's young, but in this one he's like 40, and in that one he's young, so they're doing like time jumps, which is okay with me, but it's like you're getting used to Stryker being old, and it's supposed to be about Wolverine, but it seems like it's about Stryker's story as well, and that's another thing I'd like to point out. They're trying too hard to make, I've noticed, just as a, like, moviegoer, and this is not to the companies, I don't care what they do, but it's just like they're trying to do several different stories of characters in one thing, and it's like, this is called Wolverine's origin story, not 6 different people's origin story. So it's Wolverine, and you see in this picture. And then this is just a special DVD of it. You've seen this. It has everything and blah 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 blah. And yeah. But let's wrap this up. It's a great movie. I liked it. The special effects were great. The Bone Claws idea was really good. Whoever came up with that idea, I would have to kiss them. Because the Bone Claws, to show like what they look like before, instead of just like, oh yeah, he has claws that are made of metal. What did they look like before? They were just bone. And they turned into metal. And I thought that was cool. And you know, he tried to live a normal life, like had a girlfriend or married somebody, and then just crazy crap happens, and he never seems to get a break, and that's what makes him cool, is he just basically lives for centuries, but he never gets a break. Kind of like The Pursuit of Happiness. The guy never got a break in that movie. Never. So it's kind of like 3 different movies in one. But what I'm saying, back to my previous statement, they're trying too hard to make all these like multiple characters in one story. I will show this again. It was called Wolverine X-Men Origins, not Deadpool and all the other characters. I know they have to build story, but can it just be a story about Wolverine? Because you see clearly in this picture that it is. Alright, this is the page again. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for liking my channels. I know I sound like Richard Review Tech, so I'm not trying to copy him. Special thanks to Richard Review Tech for inspirational videos, and hope to see you guys in the next one. But before I go, I'd like to ask you, what do you want me to cover in the next one? Leave me a comment below, and I'll try to get back to it. Or send me a picture by Facebook, and I'll look at it. Or just information about what you want me to cover next, because I still will be doing the Ninja Turtles thing. And I will clarify this, I do tend to repeat myself, and I'm sorry for that, if that gets annoying. Alright, this is the page again, saying thank you.